Yo, I need y'all to know something for real. Next person that knows something that's not water.
Yo.
There's really nothing quite like the thrill of meeting a rapper you admire. It's a pretty surreal experience. But let's be real, being in the presence of an artist one vibes with can be a lot to handle, and sometimes fans let their emotions get the best of them, leading to some pretty wild behavior. Sometimes in rap, though, it gets so wild that some fans imagine they can get their own 5 minutes of glory, blatantly disrespecting some rappers to their face. Trust me when I say that usually doesn't end well for them. Fun fact, while rappers wouldn't be where they are without their fans, occasionally those same fans cross a line, forgetting that rappers are people with feelings too. We've seen artists like 50 Cent, Busta Rhymes and Nipsey Hussle. And these are just a few that checked fans when things got out of hand. With that in mind, let's take a look at 10 times rap fans took things a bit too far, starting with Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes is a certified rap OG who's been in the game since the late 90s. Known for his lightning-fast delivery and non-stop energy, he's definitely not one to mess with. Over the years, Busta has had a few run-ins with fans, but there's one situation that really stands out as the most humiliating, for the fan that is. It happened earlier last year, in February, while Busta was walking through an airport with his team. A female fan was nearby, clearly excited to see him, and as she got closer, she decided to get a little too bold. She actually reached out and tried to grab his behind. You could tell she thought she was being playful because she smiled when he first turned around, but Busta wasn't having any of it. He clearly wasn't cool with being touched without consent, so he turned around and threw his entire drink right at her. The fan was obviously shocked, and later she apologized, explaining that she didn't mean to be inappropriate and was just a longtime fan hoping for a picture. But honestly, she was in the wrong from the start. I can only imagine how embarrassed she felt getting drenched in front of everyone at the airport. Busta made sure to let her know that no matter who you are, boundaries are boundaries. That moment definitely left her regretting her actions, and it's safe to say she'll think twice before getting too handsy with a celebrity again. Next up, we've got another OG, 50 Cent. If there's one thing you know about 50, it's that he doesn't hesitate to put someone in their place when needed. So picture this, 50's out having a chill dinner with Nicki Nicole just minding his business, but on the way out, things get interesting. A fan, who also happens to be an aspiring rapper, bumps into them. Now, 50 didn't exactly stop to give this guy the attention he was hoping for, which set him off. Dude was frustrated because 50 didn't take a second to listen to his music. Tensions rose quickly, and before you know it, they're practically squaring off. The fan, clearly heated, straight up asks 50 if he's about to get punched, but 50's not even close to being interested, and that only made the fan angrier. He starts calling out 50, saying it's messed up that he won't give him a chance.
But look at my IG at least. Look at my IG at least. That's some
Meanwhile, the whole time, this guy and his friend who's filming it all keep pestering 50, just wanting him to hear their music. Finally, 50 steps up and gives the guy a reality check, basically telling him this attitude isn't going to get him anywhere, and he's got zero shot acting like this.
It's not gonna work. How's it gonna work? You know it's not gonna work. You know why? Because you're stupid. The way you're approaching it is wrong. How? First with the CD, you don't have them? Nah, what the f*** you gonna... There's nothing to play right now. There's nothing you can show me right now.
Thankfully, 50 keeps it cool and didn't throw any punches. But the drama didn't end there. Once the video went viral, the rapper hopped on Instagram and challenged 50 to a fight, claiming 50 was trying to act tough with him. It was pretty obvious the guy just wanted some clout and more views for his music. But honestly, 50 Cent is not the dude you want to play those games with. Next up, let's talk about Snoop Dogg. Back in 2011, Snoop headed to Norway for an Adidas promo, but he showed up late to his interview. Well, the reporter wasn't shy and straight up asked Snoop why he ran behind schedule. Snoop's response? Basically, he told the guy to be grateful he even showed up at all. Things escalated pretty quickly from there. Snoop finally had enough and shut the interviewer down, saying, "Man, shut the FK up. It does not matter if I'm 5 hours late. I'm here. Be happy I'm here."
Late here. And
Man, shut the f up.
Come on, man.
no, we just saw you on Twitter
come on.
I
from the
don't want to hear
border.
about I'm 5 hours late. I'm here. Nigga, be happy I'm here and ask some real questions.
Reports were that he literally asked the interviewer to walk out of the room for not asking any real questions.
Don't?
Nah.
All right, next one.
Yeah, get this in my
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And honestly, this isn't the first time Snoop has had to put someone in their place. Fast forward to 2021, and Snoop and Kevin Hart were cracking up on the Peacock show, 21 and Done. They roasted the Island Boys, showing a clip of the twins awkwardly trying to sing in a pool.
Island boy, and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy.
The funny part, these same guys later admitted that they were fans of Snoop since childhood. But let's just say Snoop and Hart weren't impressed by their musical style. Snoop even ended the video saying, "I'm speechless. Two goofballs in the pool." He followed it up with, "I don't know and I'm not trying to understand it."
I'm speechless. Two goofballs in the pool. I don't know and ain't trying to understand.
Naturally, the Island Boys didn't take this too well. Flyy, one of the twins, was especially mad. He clapped back at Snoop and Kevin Hart, with most of his anger aimed at Snoop. Flyy even went as far as to say, "If he said that to my face, I'd feel it. I would have beat his word on everything. I swear if I ever see him."
To be in real life, on set, I would have faded. I would have beat his ass on everything. I swear to God, my life, I would have. I swear to God, if I ever see him, it's on sight.
But Snoop, being the chill legend he is, didn't let it faze him. In fact, he found the whole thing pretty funny. He took to Instagram to troll Flyy with a playful post, captioning it, "I don't want no smoke with cuz." Snoop's followers quickly reminded Flyy that messing with the Snoopy is not a smart move. Seems like Flyy got the message because he soon apologized. "My bad. I didn't mean to disrespect Snoop Dogg," Flyy admitted. "All love Snoop. He's an inspiration, but I felt like he was coming at me. At the end of the day, I'm human, and I felt like he tried me. But it's all good, Snoop." This next rapper had every reason to call out a fan who completely derailed his performance back in 2018. Kendrick Lamar had just released his album Good Kid, Mad City in 2012, which had hits so powerful that they're still getting played today. So during his performance at the Hangout Festival in Alabama, Kendrick was hyped to start his song Mad City, and decided to invite a female fan up on stage to rap along with him. Things took a turn pretty quickly. As soon as they started, she kept throwing around the N-word, which is repeated several times in the song. The crowd was not having it, and you could feel the tension. Kendrick immediately paused and told her, "You gotta bleep one single word."
Wait. You gotta bleep one single word, though.
But the fan was totally clueless about what was going on. In her confusion, she responded, "Am I not cool enough for you? What's up, bro?" As if he was stopping the performance because she was messing up the rhythm.
Am I not cool enough for you? What's up, bro?
Kendrick explained to her what she was doing wrong, and she apologized, saying she was just singing it as he wrote it. It's a classic case of not reading the room, right? So Kendrick, trying to keep things light, asked the audience if they thought she should get another chance. Even though the crowd was shouting no pretty loudly, he decided to give her another shot. But as soon as they started back up, she nearly slipped again and almost said the N-word right off the bat. That was the last straw for Kendrick. He just stopped the song completely and politely escorted her off the stage. It was one of those cringeworthy moments where you could feel everyone's embarrassment for her, but Kendrick handled it with a lot of grace. It's a reminder that even in the heat of the moment, sometimes fans need to be reminded about the lines that shouldn't be crossed, especially when it comes to lyrics that carry a lot of weight. Another rapper who's definitely known for handling business when things get out of hand is Nipsey Hussle. There was one particular night that really stands out. Nipsey and his crew were at Nightingale in Hollywood, celebrating his girlfriend Lauren London's birthday. Everything seemed pretty chill until some fans decided to stir things up. It seemed like these guys had no idea who they were dealing with. By the time the fans and Nipsey's crew met up outside the club, it was a full-on brawl. Nipsey himself was spotted throwing punches, with some fans even catching the chaos on video. Word is, earlier that night, two groups had already been fighting inside the club. These fans apparently thought Nipsey and his crew were part of the earlier drama and came looking to continue the beef. It's safe to say they made a huge mistake because they got way more than they bargained for. Nipsey and his crew weren't about to let that slide.
Apparently there was some confrontation earlier in the night, and you see on camera Nipsey throwing haymakers at whoever these guys are.
Basically, those guys got in a fight inside the club. So they came up to Nipsey's crew, misinformed. Those guys came really aggressive to Nipsey's crew, not knowing that they had nothing to do with getting their ass whooped.
Things got intense until people stepped in to resolve the whole situation. Then there's another time Nipsey made headlines for putting someone in their place, this time outside the BET Awards. Reports said Nipsey and his team got into a heated argument with a security guard over a parking situation. Things escalated quickly, and before anyone knew it, Nipsey slapped the security guard, causing a whole scene. The guard wasn't backing down either, and it looked like they were about to get into a full-blown fight. But before it could go that far, people nearby stepped in to calm things down and prevent it from getting worse. Both situations are classic examples of how Nipsey Hussle wasn't the type to back down when challenged by anyone, especially fans. Whether it was over a misunderstanding or someone trying to flex, Nipsey made sure people knew exactly where he stood. Then we have young M.A, who made waves in 2016 with her breakout hit Ooh, and quickly established herself as one of the top female rappers in the game. She was having a solid run, but there was one wild night in November 2016 during a show in New York where things got a little out of control.
Where's your phone? Hello? Where's your phone? Why's your phone not up?
Young M.A had been drinking on stage and, feeling the vibe, told the crowd to stop the music and pull out their phones, asking everyone to turn on their flashlights for some extra hype. That's when she noticed a fan in the front row without their phone out, and let's just say she didn't take it lightly. Young M.A put the fan on blast in front of the entire crowd, calling them out aggressively, but she didn't stop there. She made it clear to everyone that if you were in the front without your phone out, you were getting sent straight to the back.
If you in the front, you better have your phone out or you going to the back.
Even with that warning, some fans still didn't pull their phones out, so she doubled back, picked out another fan, and asked why they weren't following her instructions. When the fan couldn't explain, young M.A didn't hesitate. She kicked them out of the show, completely embarrassing them in front of everyone else.
Where's your phone? You've been touching on me all night. Where's your phone? Where's your phone at, man? No, you're not coming up here. Where's your phone?
But that wasn't the only time she's had a moment like this with her fans. Fast forward to February 2020. While performing in Sweden, another situation went down. A fan in the front row apparently said something disrespectful, and young M.A was not about to let it slide. She immediately stopped the performance, pointed the fan out, and told the crowd to remember their face. It was a clear warning, showing that young M.A doesn't play when it comes to disrespect, no matter where she's performing. These moments go to show that young M.A has no problem calling out fans when things get out of line. Whether it's someone refusing to follow the vibe or someone throwing shade from the crowd, she's quick to take control and make sure everyone knows who's in charge of the show. Next up, we have DaBaby. By now, everyone knows he's got a reputation for getting physical with people. One incident that really blew up happened in 2020 when DaBaby was performing at a nightclub in North Carolina. Things were going smoothly at first. Fans were excited, recording him as he made his way through the club. But then things took a turn. One woman in the crowd was trying to get a video of him, but she accidentally hit DaBaby in the face with her phone, and the flash was on, which made it even worse. That set him off, and without a second thought, he slapped her hard. The whole situation went viral almost immediately. DaBaby later posted a video on Instagram asking if anyone had another angle of the incident because he wanted to prove that he was touched first. After realizing that it was a woman he hit, DaBaby decided to put out an apology video, explaining why he reacted the way he did and apologizing for the slap.
Very sorry that there was a female on the other end of that flashlight on that phone. But you know, keep in mind, I couldn't see you.
However, the woman who was hit wasn't having it. She didn't accept his apology, saying that DaBaby didn't really care about the damage he caused or how much he hurt her.
Joke about it. Like yesterday, he uploaded something on his page in a clothing store, making a joke about it. So I don't feel like, you know, he was sincere with the apology. I was embarrassed.
The whole thing just added fuel to the fire when it comes to DaBaby's controversial moments, and it's clear that sometimes his reactions go a bit too far. Blueface is yet another rapper who gets it down with his fans. He's been caught up in a lot of drama lately. Back in July 2021, Blueface stepped into the ring for an influencer boxing match against TikTok star Kane Trujillo. Everything was going great for him. He won the match and was in high spirits, celebrating his victory and even chopping it up with Kane afterwards since it was a solid fight. But then out of nowhere, a fan rushed into the ring and said something that rubbed Blueface the wrong way. Whatever was said, Blueface didn't like it at all, and he wasted no time hitting the guy with a few combos to settle the situation. And that's not the only time Blueface has had to throw hands with a fan. Just a few weeks ago, another incident went viral where Blueface was in the gym training for an upcoming boxing match in October. Everything seemed fine until a fan in a white tank top approached him and started causing a scene. At first, Blueface's trainer stepped in to try to calm things down, but Blueface wasn't done. A little while later, he snuck up on the fan and started throwing punches, still wearing his boxing gloves. Things took a dangerous turn after that. The fan pulled out an object and yelled, "I'm gonna off you," before stabbing Blueface in the leg. The police were called and Blueface was rushed to the hospital where he was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. After the incident, Blueface took to Instagram to let everyone know that his upcoming fight would have to be delayed because of the stabbing. It's clear Blueface isn't shy about defending himself, but this latest incident shows just how quickly things can escalate, even when you're just trying to train for a boxing match. Next is PNB Rock, although he is late. But before his tragic passing, he had his own heated moment with a fan back in 2017. It all went down when YouTuber Queensflip, who's known for his pranks, decided to mess with PNB. But this prank crossed the line. At one point, Queensflip actually snatched PNB Rock's daughter's toy, and that set him off. Rock wasn't playing around. He was ready for all the smoke. Even though they tried to tell him it was just a prank, PNB wasn't hearing it. Things got intense, and PNB squared up with Queensflip, throwing a few punches his way. Luckily, nobody got seriously hurt though. Queensflip's friend eventually stepped in and managed to calm the situation down before it escalated further.
It was a joke, bro. It was a joke, man. It was a joke. Get out of here, man. It was a joke.
In the end, it didn't turn out too bad, but it was clear PNB Rock wasn't about to let anyone disrespect him, especially when his family was involved. Fans and pranksters learned that day that there are just some lines you don't cross. This next rapper is the last on our compilation. He made a fan feel pretty small after they clashed over political views. YG, a well-known rapper from California, has never held back about his dislike for former President Donald Trump. Back in mid-2016, just a few months before Trump took office, YG teamed up with Nipsey Hussle to drop the song FDT, which stands for F Donald Trump. The chorus has YG repeatedly shouting Donald Trump 8 times in a row. Fast forward to October 2019, and YG was at the Mala Luna Fest getting ready to perform FDT when a white kid in the front row confronted him. What's wild is that the Secret Service had actually reached out to YG's label before this show, asking for the lyrics to the song and forcing him to bleep out some lines they deemed threatening to the president. So while YG was getting ready to go on stage, he asked the kid if he liked Donald Trump. When the kid responded with, "I don't know," YG invited him up on stage to put him on the spot. Once the kid was up there, YG told him to say Donald Trump in front of the entire crowd. But the kid didn't want to do it and outright refused. That's when YG kicked him off the stage, and the crowd started booing him as he left.
I need you to make up your mind tonight. I need you to say your name. I want you to state your name because I know your mama, your daddy, your grandmama, and your grandfather is watching. I want you to state your name and get off Donald Trump. No, you won't. Get his out of here. Get him out of here.
You can just imagine how embarrassing that must have been for the fan who was just there trying to enjoy the festival. He ended up being the center of attention for all the wrong reasons, all because of a simple question about politics. It's a wild reminder of how things can spiral out of control at live shows. There you have it. Tell us your oh-so moment when you think fans went overboard under the comment.